Hey everyone, welcome to A Beginner's Guide to IMO Stage 2, otherwise and cleverly called IMO2. In this video, I will be showing you how to preserve your IMO collection. Now, if you'd like our ebook, A Beginner's Guide to IMO, use the link in the description to access the free download. This has written out explanations for everything, as well as some recipe cheat sheets for IMO 3 and 4. Also, check out our previous videos detailing the collection process for this particular IMO. And here is how to make IMO 2. All right, guys, I'm back home from collecting my IMO, and I've just got some brown sugar. I've got some jars. Got a bowl and a scale. And basically what I'm going to do with all of this stuff, I'm going to combine the brown sugar and the IMO1. That's going to serve to kind of preserve the IMO1. And after 7 days of interacting with the sugar and feeding off of that, it's going to go into a hibernation mode, and then it'll be officially IMO2, which means that you can then, we'll show you how to turn IMO2 into IMO3. This is a really essential step though. Take this home, and within the same day you want to feed it the brown sugar, because otherwise the microbes will continue to develop, and I guess they just maybe die off, or they kind of will produce bad things or whatever. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they just starve. So first I'm going to take the IMO and I'm going to weigh it in this bowl. This is a large mixing bowl. So I'm going to use my scale. I'll tare it and I'm going to set it to grams just because it's a tad more precise. And I'm just going to take the collection and start breaking it into pieces. I took most of the bugs that were in here already out, but there's probably some more critters in there. And this is just sort of peeling off the burlap. This just holds together. It's an interesting texture. It smells like really strong garlic. I think that that's a good thing, but it's got all the white fuzz and stuff that I'm looking for. Got good mycelium development. Yep. Just kind of peeling it off. Again, this is the first time that I've really got a collection like this. But my understanding is that you want to just be relatively gentle with it. Don't want to stress out the microbes too much. That being said, we are going to mix it all up. And I mean, I'm just going to flick off little bits of debris that got in there, and obviously want to take out the bugs. 750 grams, or almost a couple pounds. You can really see the fuzz has gone all the way through the rice. Looks really fun. It's got a fun texture. Okay, and I think I only have about 4 pounds of rice, so I'm going to stop there, right at about 2,000 grams or 2 kilograms. And we'll set this aside. Okay, so we've got almost exactly 2,000 grams, 2 kilograms of IMO1. And now I'm going to take my brown sugar, and I want to add equal parts brown sugar to the rice and IMO. And I think this is going to be about 2,000 grams, but we'll just add in a little bit at a time. Okay, just enough. We're at 1.97 kilograms, so that's perfect. All right, we've got the 2 ingredients, and now I'm just going to start mixing it up. All right, well, I've mostly mixed it up, mixed all the brown sugar in, and what this is going to start doing is the moisture. I actually don't know if it's the moisture from the brown sugar, the molasses in there, or the rice. Regardless, there's going to be moisture created that starts coming out, and this is basically going to start almost liquefying, and I can see it's very moist already right now. I'm going to go ahead and start putting this into one of my jars. We'll see what it looks like. Take this one. This is about a gallon. I'm gonna fill this up. It's filled 2/3, maybe a little bit more of the way. And the reason that you want to fill it up only 2/3 is because this stuff can bubble and kind of bubble over. So you just want to make sure that it's not, filled to the brim. The amount that I have here is probably going to be like absolutely plenty for my needs in my small garden. So I'm going to stop there. I'll see what I've got. This is a 1/2 gallon jar. Okay, so these are 2/3-ish of the way full. This is probably playing it safe. This is almost just a little over halfway full. But we're gonna check back in with these in a little bit, and we're gonna see how they're doing. Basically, what I'm gonna look for is if they're bubbling after the liquid has really been drawn out, the moisture's been drawn out. If they're bubbling, then it means that the microbes are overly active still, and we need to add more brown sugar. If they're not, then we got just the right amount, and we can put them in the closet for the next week, and then we'll check in on them then. All right, so it's been a couple hours, and you can see that the brown rice is submerged in its own liquid. The brown sugar has disappeared, and there are some bubbles at the top, but it's not bubbling actively. So I think that those are okay. And basically what that means is that I think we're good to go to put this into kind of a colder space. I'm going to put it in our root cellar, but you could put it in a closet. I think you don't want these coming into contact with light, so just a dark, cool environment. And we're going to check in on them in 1 week. I've got a rubber band that's holding on some paper towels to keep the flies out, but these need to be open air. This is my very, very official cap. And guys, that is how you make IMO2. Pretty simple process, probably the easiest of the stages of IMO. Hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for how to make IMO3 in our next video, and drop a comment asking any questions or sharing your observations in the IMO process. We would love to hear those. Happy growing, y'all.